Okay guys, we are episode 21 here. And in this episode we're going to go over the entire year of 2018. So a lot happened that year, but we'll get into it. So the first picture you see here is a family friend of ours, Carol, sent us this picture while she was out on her mail run. She used to deliver the mail, and picture of our mailboxes there, and the snow's pretty deep. That should have been a warning to us to not even go there, but like dummies we decided to go anyway. And when we got there, road looked good, a lot of snow on the hills, but the highway looked good. Well, this is what it looked like when we got to our gate, and the minute we saw it, I turned to Julie and I said we should just drive back to the airport, get on a plane and fly to Mexico and enjoy our week. But we didn't. So we ended up calling a neighbor that lived just a little bit further down on the left, and he happened to have a bulldozer. So here he came. So he came with the bulldozer, and took him about 30 minutes to get snow away from just in front of the gate. So as you can see, he's got most of the snow away from the front of the gate. And that was about 18 inches or so, 16 to 18 inches. We finally got the gate open. And from that time forward, it took approximately another
5 hours.
5 hours. So, yeah. And, took another 5 hours. We sat there in the truck, waiting on him to do his thing in the dozer. And he finally made a road up there so that we could get up there and to the cabin. And it was a nice, bright, sunny day. Pretty day. Wasn't super cold. But, so as soon as he got the snow off, the little bit that was there turned to water, which turned to mud, which made it extremely miserable. So, as you can see, the big piles of dirty, muddy snow here. So, we couldn't really get the truck up to it because the truck got so much mud on it, wouldn't go up anymore. So Julie and I had to walk. And it was easier to walk in the snow, we thought, than it was in the mud. And we were leg deep in the snow.
Yes.
If it weren't for our butts, we would have fallen through. It's the only thing that stopped us. So. And here's a view from the front door of the cabin across the way and to the southwest. And that's what the hillside looked like. And there's some deer that came to greet us, say hello. And after that, that was a miserable week.
Yeah.
We decided to leave. So we left. That was a very uneventful trip to Montana, to the ranch this year. So we decided we'd come back in the summer. And here's the first picture of us back in the summer. As you can see, apparently we're doing some fencing stuff because the back of the tractor has the auger on it, and not sure what the boys are working on there. Anyway, that's us coming back in the summertime. The deer came back out to greet us and say hello again, and the grass is getting high. There's some other deer checking us out from a distance. And through all this particular trip, friends of ours, Wes and Carrie, decided they were going on some kind of hiking adventure or somewhere, and their 3 kids, which are Addie, Danica, and Chance, were supposed to stay with their grandparents while they were gone. However, something popped up at the last minute. But so we watched the kids, and they watched films. And they watched lots of films. So this summer, as you can see, everything really greened up. That means all that snow in the spring, when we shouldn't even have been there, all that snow melted in the water. That water really greened everything up. So talk about a pretty start to summertime here. Very pretty. Here's some pictures Julie took of the sky. They call it Big Sky Country for a reason. And you can see why. Okay, now back here to the ranch. And every year when we got in there, since we put the gravel down in the driveway, every year we have spent the first day or two picking weeds out of that gravel because there's so much mud and dust that blows around. It blows into this gravel, and there's always weeds in the driveway, and it's like, looks terrible. So this year we raked all the rocks back out of the driveway, raked them all out, and we put black plastic down, and we have this huge pile of pea gravel, stone, whatever you want to call it. So I was asked by Julie not to touch that pile because she wanted to put it out herself. She wanted a daily exercise routine, and this was her exercise. So for a week, 2 weeks,
Yes.
a week or two, every day she'd go out there and work for an hour or two, and she would move this gravel around. You know, she'd put it in the wheelbarrow, go dump it where she wanted, spread it out. So it wasn't too thick, wasn't too thin. But we're hoping with this plastic that
Will help.
yeah, that it'll help and keep the weeds from growing through. We're sick and tired of pulling weeds out of the driveway. And here's a picture of a bird nest that Julie took. These birds come back every single year.
Yes.
They build a nest, or they build onto their last year's nest. And they always have at least 3 eggs. Seems like she lays 3 eggs. And they hatch out their babies, and then they're gone. You don't see them again until the next year. And here's a picture of Julie taking pictures from the front porch. It's a pretty good storm out there. See all that rain coming down. Looks like it's right there, but it's miles away. So, okay, now it's later in the summer, and Julie and Carrie and the kids and 2 of their dogs.
Yes.
One's a Corky. I don't know what the other one is. Anyway, 2 of their dogs have decided to go on a
Hiking. Road trip hiking.
hiking road trip. They hit the road and they ended up at
Rock Creek Vista Point.
so the Custer National Forest. So was that a day trip or?
It's just a day trip.
Okay, so it was a long day trip. I think they took off early and came back late. And here's Julie and Carrie. Great view in the background. Here's a rabbit they saw. Nice little cabin there.
Yeah. Like we passed by like a river. I forgot what it is.
Okay, so just taking pictures of the river.
Yeah.
And looks like lots of falls there. Small falls, but a lot of waterfalls there. Pretty fantastic looking. The snow melts. More scenic pictures. Look how green that grass is.
It's beautiful.
All right. So again, big sky country.
I like taking sky pictures.
We can tell. So
So that's Danica.
there's Danica. She's kind of looking like a T-Rex that's just come out from that cave. And maybe she's been hibernating and she's extremely hungry. So that's what it looks like to me.
So that's Chance.
Chance, king of the mountain. There's Danica again. Maybe she pushed him off that hill. So, and there are the
Campbell kids.
Campbell kids.
From
Chance, Danica, and Addie.
2 dogs.
And their 2 dogs. Looks like everybody's climbing around, checking out the rocks.
Beautiful one.
Pretty unique formation. So Julie called me that evening on her way back. She says, she goes, this is the moon I'm looking at. I said, really? I sent her a picture back. So this is the moon I'm looking at. We were looking at the same moon. And here's the sky the next morning. So pretty awesome sight. And it was time to go home. So this is a flight of us leaving Billings from the plane. And here's a picture of us flying into Minneapolis, St. Paul. And here's a picture Julie took from her window of us leaving Minneapolis, St. Paul, headed for Houston, Texas. These make for long days, and it's real easy to get tired. So, made it up into the clouds, checked out the snow-capped mountains on the way, and looked over, and Chase was out. And Steven's laughing, because it's kind of funny. So, Chase is going to love this photo. All right, so let's move forward a couple months.
Yes.
And what we've been working on is Julie's mother, Ludy, got a tourist visa. They gave her a 10-year visa.
Yes.
So she could come and go anytime she pleases for the next 10 years. However, with a tourist visa, you can only stay in the United States for 90 days at a time.
Cute.
So we planned this trip so she could come over and spend time with us. So
This is my Nanay.
this is Nanay. This is Ludy. This is Julie's mother and my mother-in-law. So what we did is we flew her in from the Philippines. However, Julie and her sister Vicky had a big surprise for her.
Yes.
So Vicky actually flew from Vancouver,
An hour?
Canada, about 1 hour.
Yes.
About 1 hour before Ludy's flight came in. So we were sitting there in Houston in the truck, and finally Nanay's plane arrived, and I stayed in the truck, and the two girls went in to see their mom. I'm sure she's going to be extremely surprised to see Vicky there. So
That's
this
Vicky.
is Vicky. And there they are, Terminal E, Houston, Texas, and you can tell that mom is extremely happy to see two of her daughters there instead of one. And shortly after that, we decided to take a ferry trip to Galveston. So we had a little beach cabin there we wanted to go hang out at. So we all jumped on the ferry and took off. And this is Vicky on the ferry. And there's Nanay on the ferry. And all three of them. Looks like a little windy day. Hold those dresses down, girls. Yeah, peace. So, and here we are at the beach cabin. So the lovely green beach cabin. And we're relaxing out on the front deck. Everybody looks relaxed. Here's Stephen with Nanay. And, you know, I realized the other day I've always called Julie Pinoy. But I realized the other day, because it's not a group of Filipinas
Yes.
or Filipinos, that a single or a woman from the Philippines is Pinay.
Pinay. Yeah.
Pinay. So now I call her Mom Pinay. So this is a picture of Pinay laying on the bed at the beach cabin. And another one of Pinay. And here's a picture of her with Chase. And hanging out on the golf cart that we rented so we could go back and forth and drive up and down the beach. There's a picture of Steven and Vicky. Not sure what that is on Steven's shirt, but it looks greasy. So maybe he's changing oil. Nanay and I headed up the stairs. I think they're having a good time. And Ludy wrote her name in the sand as well. And here are the three girls on the beach. Okay, I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Vicky. Beach parking, sticker required. So that was the end of our trip, and Vicky had to fly home. She had work. She had to get back to Canada. She had work. She was here for about a week. Close to a week.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think she enjoyed herself. She got, first time she'd seen her mom in a while.
Yes.
So it was nice for everybody to get together. So, well, shortly after that, it was going to be Nanay's birthday. So Julie and some friends threw her 62nd birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nanay. Happy birthday to you.
And thank you to everybody. I love you.
Make a wish.
I wish
Pang mission
I find my soulmate.
It was a good time at the birthday party. So here's a picture of a lot of the guests. I'll let Julie tell you who these people are.
So from the left, that's Lan, and that's Marina, that's Layla, that's Lilibet, that's Mimi, and Nanay, with Henny, I myself, Star, and Chase.
All right. And you say they sit around and ate, and looks like Mountain Dew was pretty popular that day. And we'll go over who these people are in this picture.
Yes, so again, that's Lani and Donnie,
Donnie,
her husband, and
their
I
son.
think son, yeah. And that's Nanay, Lee, myself, Jeremy, and Lilibet. Actually, these are sisters.
Yes, so Lilybeth and
Lanny,
our sisters. So, all right. So after that, we decided to go on a little adventure. So we decided to bring Nanay.
Las Vegas for her birthday present.
Yeah. So decided to fly out to Vegas. So, and you can see from this photo, Nanay is looking out the window as Julie snapped a picture of her looking at the lights coming in, flying into Vegas. And here we are at the airport, and we decided to grab a limo. Just so y'all know, the majority of the time, a limo costs a few dollars more from the airport than a taxi does. So why spend, $40, $40 on a taxi when you spend $50 on a limo ride? So just FYI, that's how it used to be anyway. And here's us in the limo, and the minute we get to our hotel, which we stayed in New York, Nana hit the bar and got her a pina colada. So, and here is a ton of pictures from our room.
Looking at the view.
Looking at the view. So we'll go through these. Anyway, we had a really good time. We saw some shows. Cirque du Soleil. Don't ever go to Vegas without going to one or two shows. Get you a center, not front row. Get you a few aisles back.
Yeah.
Nice
viewing.
5 to 10 center. Watch these shows. They're fantastic. Any Cirque du Soleil show is great.
Nana loves taking pictures, as you can see there.
So and I guess y'all went for the tryouts as yoga showgirl dancing. So yeah, looks like y'all got hired. So, and it looks like y'all went to the Crystal Place to get your picture taken in 3D, Making Memories, October 23rd, 2018, Las Vegas. All right, so moving on. After that, we decided that we had to take Nanay
Just to check the ranch.
to see the ranch visit. So, but upon getting there, we decided to stop at a hibachi grill, Japanese restaurant. It's over on Grand Avenue in Billings. So
it's the first time for Nanay, and she had fun, as you will see.
All right, let's watch this video.
What's your problem?
As you can see from this little short video, that they told Nanay that she sucked. She couldn't catch the egg. So in this next one, here's Julie. She just had to be a show. You show off.
Yep.
So anyway, Nanay had never been in snow before in her entire life.
Never. Yep.
So we decided, to order some flown in, So yeah, we got real lucky. It rarely ever snows this early in the year.
Yes. And we were about to leave that time. We're locking up and everything, and then from nowhere, snow came.
Yeah, it was just really interesting that it cooled off a little bit, and like I said, snow can happen anytime in the north, especially northwest, but this was just really unusual. So I think she really thoroughly enjoyed being in her first snow.
And I even make a joke to her that we ordered it from Amazon.
Yeah, had it shipped in overnight. So Prime. There you go. So, and you can see it didn't snow much, but a little bit's better than no snow.
Great experience.
Well, and that was kind of the end of her trip. It was time for her to go back to the Philippines. Her time was up. I think she had a good time here. I know one thing. The first month that she was here, she ate rice every day. The second month she was here, she ate rice every other day.
Yeah.
Third month she was here, she didn't eat rice one time. And I heard her say on more than one occasion that she loved our food better than food in the Philippines. So, yeah. Anyway, so she probably won't like the fact that I said that, but it was true. Okay, so now it's getting close to November, and we're coming up on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And Julie and I have, earlier in the year, booked our first cruise ship. We've never been on a cruise before, so we're fixing to do that. So So anyway, we booked this trip, and so Julie and I drove over to Galveston. This particular ship is the Liberty of the Sea, which is Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Again, it's the Liberty of the Sea. They do a 7-day cruise out of Galveston. They leave on Sunday afternoons. They're gone till the following Sunday morning. They come into the port the Sunday morning, and you get off, and new people get on, and so on and so forth. So our first stop, as you can see our ship in the background, is Cozumel. And we asked somebody to take a picture of us, and they got some of the Cozumel in there. If they backed up just a hair more, they probably would have the entire sign, but we were really in Cozumel. So hung out there for a day, did some stuff. It was a good time.
It was
So, jumped back on the ship, and we headed to
Grand Cayman.
the Grand Cayman Islands. So had a good time there. We got off the ship. Everybody was piling on buses. If you've been on a cruise, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 1,000 shuttles. And we hailed a cab. We told the guy we wanted to go to the beach, and we didn't want to be around 10,000 people. So he drove us clear across the island and brought us to a secluded beach.
Yes.
We had to pay $3 a person to get in, and I think there was 3 other people in the water, mom and her 2 kids or something like that.
Yeah, sounds
So we had this beach to ourselves all day long. It was great. So as you can see, I'm giving it a big thumbs up. What a good day. Then we went over to Jamaica. Jamaica was great. We went and swam with the stingrays
and starfish.
and starfish. And, Julie decided to get her hair done. So, and here's her hair. So, nice little braids with beads in them. So, I guess that's Julie's war face. So, anyway, and we're back leaving Jamaica, and this is Julie on the ship, on the stern of the ship, and thought it was a good photo with the wake in the background. Anyway, that was an excellent trip. We enjoyed ourselves. And to finish out the year, we got through that trip. We got home safe and sound. And to finish out that year, right at Christmas, we went to the
Filipino Christmas party, and then that party also have a gala. So we were there, like a friend of mine, like a little bit. She said that she need a support because they're having like a pageant that night as well.
Okay.
So
this actually was in Beaumont at the Holiday Inn. It was one of their big meeting rooms, and they turned this into the Christmas gala. And this was a lot of Filipino people, the majority of Filipino people, business owners, that type of thing, networking, gala, Christmas, handshake thing. Well, guys, that's our year of 2018 wrapped up in a nutshell. That's what we did. So
it was a great year, aside from that March trip.
yeah, besides the March trip, it was a great year. We shouldn't have even done that trip. But we did make it there 3 times.
Yes, we
3
did.
times that year. So even then, we didn't go, for Thanksgiving because we went on the cruise instead. But we did make it there 3 times. Well, guys, that'll do it. Julie and I will catch you on the next episode, which will be episode 22, and that we will go over the year 2019. We're going to get you guys caught up so that we can start filming kind of what we're doing day by day when we get up there. So be prepared, and hope to see you guys soon.
Enjoy watching.
Bye, guys.
If you feel we've earned it, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.